There's e-commerce, there's physical stores, and their head offices. The plan in retail is retail, okay? If you're selling something, you're not selling something any differently online to what you're selling it offline, okay? You're still selling a widget. I'm selling a computer, I'm selling an experience, I'm selling a hotel room. Whether I'm selling to you face-to-face or I'm selling to you online, it's still a product, it's still a service, okay? What is important to remember is how is that experience delivered, because there's not a physical person. How am I transacting? How am I collecting payment? And number three is the transparency of that experience. Okay, so I as a customer can go anywhere and look anywhere. And you've got to be in all those channels in order to satisfy and to capture that customer. So really what this is illustrating is that, you know, this is talking more towards traditional retailer that's both online and offline. And how are they optimizing the experience of a customer and also their warehousing facility in order to serve the customer correctly. And so what do I mean? Okay, so I'm a customer, I work here at MCB Bank. I don't have the time to go and look in the store, the shopping center that's across the road, but I have 5 minutes to quickly go on my mobile phone to look for a TV that I'm looking to buy. I go online, and I don't yet trust the internet because I haven't bought much online. But I go online through my mobile phone, I do a search, I see that actually your big consumer electronics retailer that's in the shopping center across the road has this product. And they can transact it, I can buy it online, but I don't want to deliver it, I want to go and collect it. I want to go into that store and physically collect that item because that's a more trusted service for me. Okay. The piece that needs to be considered in that whole transaction is how do you as a retailer make sure that that TV is going to be in that store, okay? How do you make sure that you're not going to let the customer down when they actually conclude that transaction? And that's where e-commerce gets pretty complicated because there's so many different channels through which you can actually get that product to that customer. You can physically deliver it, which requires logistics, which maybe you don't have today. You can redirect a customer to a store where they can conclude that transaction. You can send the customer to a store to pick up that physical item. You know, there are different ways in which you can actually service that customer. And the customers are going to engage in different ways based on their trust of you as a brand, the trust of you delivering, and what they can find online. So really what the slide illustrates is, you know, that's e-commerce. In an ideal world, this is how you want to deliver consumer e-commerce. You know, you want to be able to do it in store, you want to be able to do it in e-commerce, direct to replenishment to the customer, collect in store, delivery to home. You want to enable them to buy at the till points, to buy through online and buy through mobile. Okay, and that's kind of, then you've solved the whole puzzle. But I don't suggest that that's what you're going to do today. That's the ultimate goal of where you want to get to. You've got your multiple channels of engagement up front with the customer, multiple channels of distribution to actually purchase, and you're solving the customer's need. Yeah, it's all about the execution. I always talk about the team. It's all about that execution, right? You need to have the team, or you need to have a solution to how you're going to create this online presence. And, you know, I always say speed wins. You know, you can pioneer your industry. You can be the first in your industry to actually be doing this, if you're not already doing it. And that in itself, you know, like MCB Bank getting into e-commerce, supporting e-commerce, they're seen as pioneers. You should follow as industry, as entrepreneurs, to say, look, this is something that's going to happen. It's emerging. It's going to happen. I need to get into that space. My message to you is, I'm not here advocating anything other than adopt technology. Understand the world that you live in today. Understand that e-commerce online, transactional online, is where it's at. And if you haven't yet adopted it, I would urge you to do that.